here. Going live, going live. Damn it, I'm live. Yeah, I'm back live on YouTube. What's up, yo? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Nikki B. Hannas on YouTube experiment. It's been a little while. It's been a little while. I think I took all the old Hannas cast episodes down. My first experiment doing this YouTube thing. I did it for a while. I like to think of it now. I like to think of it now as season 1. So let's continue into season 2 with the Good Morning Be Hannas. I got myself a nice coffee right here and shit. Yeah, I'm Nikki B. Hannas. I'm the host of this. I guess it's still the Hannas cast. I'll still call it the Hannas cast. That's fine with me. But I was doing this for a little while. Well, let me introduce my damn self first. I am the host, Nikki B. Hannas. I am a rock and roll guitar player. You can find my music at nickybhannas.com or at nickybhannas.bandcamp.com or Nikki B. Hannas on any and all streaming services. I don't like where I'm at. Let me get over here. Yeah, it's all right. That's good enough, I guess, for right now. I'm a little rusty. I never got much better than rusty on this YouTube thing anyway, but the whole point of this in my brain is to supplement my music career with, a little bit of talk. I like radio. I like talk. I like listening to people on YouTube. I like doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to recalibrate a little bit and try this morning shit. I want to try this morning shit, but I got to find, I'm so rusty on this shit. I don't know where to go. That's all right. That's all right. And I figure I was doing this for a while and then I lost steam. I got unenthusiastic about it. I got very in my head, I felt like a fraud getting out here and talking on YouTube. And it was fun having my homies on here and talking about whatever. We talked about a lot of different stuff depending on who my ghost hosts were. And I like doing it. I didn't want to quit, but it didn't feel right. It felt very incongruent to who I am and where I'm at. I'm trying to do something and be something that I'm not quite yet, and that's just all. That's the learning curve. So that's for the few people. There's someone in the chat. What's up? Good morning. Good morning with B. Hannas. That's the new jaunt. So I got up this morning, threw my weighted vest on, took a walk, seen some deer, listened to the birds. And I figured I'll try this. Let's recalibrate and attempt something else. Let's do something a little different. I don't got nothing to say, but I got pretty good at just riffing. I'm not going to go for the full hour. What I was doing before was going twice, doing my best to go twice a week, go the full hour, and improv the whole time. I'm not coming in here with a script or nothing, but this is, if I can change the format and make it more, I don't know, congruency is the only word I can really think of, but I'll pop in here for 5-10 minutes in the morning. And, if I can incorporate that into my morning routine, I can stay on that horse, keep riding that shit. You know what I'm saying? Be productive with it. And I've never been a morning person. Varying degrees, I'm successful. I'm not totally incapable of being up and active in the mornings. I found in my life that I'll go through seasons of it. If the situation requires me to be up and out early and doing stuff, then I'm pretty cool with it. If I never miss work. Let's put it that way. I do what I got to do, but I've also been that kind of person for most of my life where it's last minute procrastinated. I need to be a morning person. I love being up before everybody. I love having a bunch of shit done in the morning before everyone. It sets the pace for a good, hugely productive day. So if I can incorporate this YouTube thing, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I did it, whether it was successful or not, or good or not, or whether I felt good about it or not, I was doing it for 3 months or so. If I can incorporate that into a general morning thing, I seem to work pretty well with that. I work pretty well by, what's up, EMP? My man, break of day with Benny. You've been up hours longer than me, though, so God bless you. Stay after it, dude. But you know what I'm saying? I'll get up in the morning and I'll get what I need to do done, but it's a degree of the control that I have over it. If I can be up and after it, I've already done a bunch of stuff this morning, so let's talk to the people for 5 minutes. I'm hoping that it's a winning strategy. Now, winning to what end? That's the question. And that's what led to my emotional spiral and quitting before. You know what I'm saying? I was just mostly really frustrated with work. And, the nature of frustration is that it will push to do other things, which is good. It's productive. It's useful. It's overall a net positive. But then it's like I'm putting effort into this and it's not getting me immediately what I want, which then begs the question is like, well, am I being honest about why am I on YouTube? Is it just to supplement the music with some talk thing? It's like, yeah, true. That's that also. But it's like, man, am I getting followers? Am I making waves? Am I blah 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 blah? The fucking like complex of it kind of got in my head. And then it becomes results oriented versus process oriented, both of which obviously have their pros and cons. Something like this, when I got no damn experience on it, it's not, there's no establishment. It's like, when you start doing something, it's like starting a band. You got to be process oriented. Results matter. There's no, I'm not the one that's going to say results don't matter, but to an extent, results don't always matter. How are you going to expect a result without doing something first? And how are you going to do something without thoroughly doing diligence in the process of it? So I don't know, man. I figured I'll change this shit up. Got me a nice cup of coffee right here. Let me take a sip one time. And if I can get up every day, man, and throw that weighted jacket on and take a walk, that's a great way to start the day. If I can make a cup of coffee, do my daily morning readings, and pop on here for 5 to 10 minutes, before I know it, it'll be something I do. It's just like getting sober. It's just like starting to go to the gym. When I started to work out every day, it was literally because I just wanted to be that motherfucker I work out every day. EMP, you were like that for a long time too. Just every day, get it done. That makes you that kind of person. When you're that kind of person, in the process of it, doing your diligence with a task or, how you perceive yourself every single day, results come, dude. And once results start coming, then it seems to me, in my experience at least, once results start coming in, then you can kind of have executive control over them and really have authority over what you're actually doing. But for me, when we were doing the Hannas cast before, dog, it's like, let's try it. And then I'm at the mercy, not even at the mercy. That's a fucked up way to frame it. But it's like, it's Tuesday and Thursday. All right, cool. Am I going to have a friend to do it with? Or am I going to be doing it by myself? If I'm with a friend, who's it going to be? Who's my ghost host today? We had a lot of fun doing it. I didn't delete them off YouTube. They're just hidden. Eventually, I'm sure I'll unhide them for posterity's sake. But, what are we going to talk about? Is there focus? Is it just riffing and rolling? And it was a great learning experience. Because it's 7:45 in the morning on a Tuesday, on a fine Tuesday morning. And I can get up here and, feel pretty decent about what I'm doing. It's not like I'm nervous. I'm not apprehensive about it. It's just like, all right, let's fire this fucker back up again, dude. It's been a little while. So back in the saddle, man. Back in the saddle on this fine Tuesday morning of great Memorial Day weekend. Saw Metallica twice. Kicked ass. Kicked major ass. Shout out. Thank you to the Angry Pirate for hooking that up. Saw Limp Bizkit break stuff twice in the rain at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia Friday. That was super, super cool. Suicidal Tendencies and Pantera, and then Metallica again Sunday. Shit. And my man Funky Star Child, shout out Rob. He had a big Memorial Day Dojo Sound Studios cook off all day yesterday. That was awesome. I got to chop it up with this old timer. He's like in his 60s, I guess, all types of cancers, but this dude is just a beast on the harmonica. Pulls out a case with a harp in every single key. He's like, yeah, Jay Giles' band? I'm like, yeah, Jay Giles is sweet, dude. Whammer Jammer, bro. And he just starts fucking ripping Whammer Jammer on the harp. We were chopping it up for a while, and that's you don't get to just talk with old timers like that, dude. He was a former Marine back when he was young, and his buddy was like a tree guy from Delco or something. So like, yeah, it's really cool. It put me in good spirits. I mean, shit, if I see Metallica twice in one weekend, have a 4-day weekend off of work, and I'm in bad spirits, I got a fucked up attitude. Which, let's pivot this into something productive and useful and like a reason to talk to the people. Attitude is fucking everything, dude. And I think when I was doing the Hannas cast before, my attitude was just weird. I was expecting something out of it that wasn't aligned with what it was, or wasn't earned, or wasn't deserved, or I would feel good about it sometimes, and then I would listen back sometimes and be like, yeah, that was awesome. I could have a future doing this. This could be a worthwhile contribution. And then other times I would listen back and be like, dude, I sound like a crying little bitch. I sound like a pussy out here just complaining about, the politics or the news or the social happenings, and whether I'm hating or evaluating is a question for the age. I'm doing a little bit of both at all times, and that's fine. But to come on here and be like, well, look at what the Twitter headline is. Can you believe the home prices? Man, that's so whack. And it's indicative of a bad attitude. So what helps me conduct myself with a good attitude is being up early, not sleeping late, not snoozing through my alarm clocks, not staying in bed for an extra couple minutes. Nah, get up and get after it, dude. Was halfway through that walk. I'm energized, bro. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm present, dude. And everything's set to a better tempo the whole rest of the day. And it's like that. And you gotta be enthused with it. I found quickly I wasn't that enthused doing it. I wanted to be. I really wanted to be. And that's a point of tension for me too. There have been so many times in my life when like a band practice, or if you're in the studio or something, like recording music, it's not, even just work, just doing stuff. The grinding is real. You're not always going to be enthused about what it is you're doing, and you don't always need to be enthused about what you're doing. But if there's something like this, when it's totally like an extra thing, I want it to be a work of love. I want it to be something like to build something. I don't know. It's still kind of like abstract to me. And that's probably why when I fucking start thinking to myself like a bitch, like my self-talk got real bad. I'm like, who the fuck do I think I am out here? What am I, a comedian? Am I a pundit? Am I a talking? What the fuck? What am I trying to do? I'm a fucking loser is what I'm doing. And that's now my attitude's all jacked up. Now it's neither work nor love. It's just a stupid thing that I'm doing. And I'm a stupid person for doing it. Shame on me. But it's all attitude. And that's real. Let me take another sip of this coffee. Damn, 12 minutes goes by quick. Holy shit. Well, shout out to you, EMP. I appreciate you being in here, dog. Happy Tuesday. Hope your MDW Memorial Day weekend was fine and excellent. Then I got this book right here. This is my man, Norman Vincent Peale. He's got a whole bunch of books out here. Yeah, sipping with, what are you saying, bro? Sipping with Man? Wrath of Man, dude. 72 seasons. Kicked ass live, by the way. Anyway, I got this book, Positive Thinking Every Day, which is like, we hating or evaluating out here, dude. You need to read something called Positive Thinking Every Day. I don't need to, but I like to, because, I've lived a life where I was thinking negative every day. So let me consult my man, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. What's today? May 27th? Yep. 27th. Yeah, buddy. What's his selection today? And I'll end it on this one just because. If there's no fun in it, something's wrong with all you're doing. So either you're doing fun stuff and it kicks ass and you got that spark and initiative, or your attitude sucks and make what you're doing fun. Then you get that spark and then it's worth doing. You don't come in with this shitty attitude, this negative, pissed off, loser demeanor. So there you go. There's some thoughts. Good morning, Hannas. I'm Nicky Hannas. Heavy blues metal. NickyBehannas.com. NickyBehannas.bandcamp.com. Nicky Hannas on all streaming services. Yo, MP, you're the man. Appreciate you being in here. Holla at me. One love. Peace. Keep it motherfucking real. Later.